Okay, hello, greetings and welcome to another episode of my Final Fantasy XIV Let's Play. I'm Sukana, this is Iamir, and let's get started. Let's get started, shall we? Yep, absolutely. So, Minfilia, what you got for me? Ah yes, a hero in the making. Minfilia is wearing a weary smile. Might it have something to do with your newfound fame? Until not so long ago, you were but one of the many adventurers seeking to make their way in Eorzea. But for your character and courage, you were raised to the esteemed post of envoy. Thereafter, you travelled the realm, aiding those in need without thought of reward, confirming to your Stola that the Scions would benefit from your aid. And no sooner had you joined us than you personally bested the primal Ifrit. You have achieved a great deal in a short time, and won fame in doing so. Alas, fame does not come without a price, as you will soon discover. We have guests, Sukana, or rather, you have guests. Beg pardons. Ah, Lady Minfilia, radiant as always. I am given to understand that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have but recently welcomed a new hero into their midst. I am here on behalf of the Maelstrom Grad Company of Limpsa to offer said hero a place of honour within our ranks. As you can see, Sukana, your recent exploits have garnered you the attention of the Grand Companies of Eorzea. Each organisation would have Ifrit's Bane as its own. To this end, all three have sent officers to court you. They would not ordinarily go to such lengths to enlist a new recruit. That they have is evidence of their high regard for you. I find myself wondering how word of Sukana's deed spread so quickly. That the immortal flames should know of his triumph is to be expected, but what of the other grand companies? Eep! Tataru. Your reputation precedes you, Master Iamir. 'Tis no ordinary man who can face a primal and emerge the victor. The Order of the Twin Adder is in need of valiant men such as you. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together we will ensure that peace reigns over the Twelveswood. What a pleasure it is to finally meet you, Master Iamir. My comrade speaks of you in the most glowing terms. A man of your talents belongs with the immortal flames. Join your strength to ours, friend, and together we let us secure a prosperous future for Ordar. The Admiral is not exaggerating when she said you have the look of a hero. Full often does she speak of you, friend, as do many other in Limpsas. Long before the rest of Eorzea took note, your name was well known to us, owing to your various deeds on behalf of our citizens. It is only natural that we should want you for the Maelstrom. Join our strength to your strength to ours, and let us see the grand vassal of Limsa to the shores of glory. Now, I've already made up my mind. I tend to lean towards one of them over the other two. Always have. For those that know, good for you, but I know I can't choose yet. Lady Minthelia. So, very well. Though I am quite sure you need no reminding, mayhap a brief summary of the situation would help to clarify your thoughts on this matter. As you know, the grain companies are all-encompassing organizations empowered to call upon the martial, economic and technological resources of their respective city-states in times of strife. There are presently three such organisations in Eorzea: the Maelstrom of Limsa, the Order of the Twin Adder of Gridania, and the Immortal Flames of Uldar. Serving a grand company means serving the nation to which it belongs. You will be charged with its defences and tasks with advancing its cause. In return for your faithful service, you will be furnished with various rewards, some of which may well prove useful to you on your other endeavours. If you are agonising over which grand deserves your loyalty, be at ease. The commitment you make this day need not be permanent. Should you wish to swift your allegiance at a later date, you are entitled to do so, and yet I concede that is no small choice you face. A thought occurs to me. You will, of course, recall that the three city-states are planning to hold remembrance service. Well, as part of the proceedings, I am given to understand that the leader of each grand company will deliver an address. Hearing these addresses ought to help you make an informed decision. What say you, my dear officers? A fine suggestion. You are as wise as you are beautiful, milady. Very well, let Sorkana hear our leader speak, then return here with his decision. We eagerly await your answer. I know full well that adventurers are by their nature a liberty-loving breed, and not best suited to the discipline of military service, but I strongly urge you to join a grand company nonetheless. While the promise of rewards is enticing in itself, it is not the only benefit. You are possessed of great power, Sorkana, and with it you are capable of doing untold good. Yet know that great power is wont to attract attention, and not all of it friendly. There will be those who wish you ill, and you must needs be on the lookout for them. Yet, however vigilant you are but one man. In the midst of a grand company, however, you will be one man amongst many, a friend amongst friends. Your achievements will be shared, so will the danger. I can think of no better arrangement. Of course, joining one organisation need not mean leaving another. I hope that we can continue to rely upon your aid. The 12 know that we will have need of it in these days ahead. The Grand Companies seek to protect their own nations. We Scions, on the other hand, seek to preserve the future of Eorzea as a whole. Similarly, yet not quite the same. And now then, I expect you will be afield more often in the future. As such, I would have you carry this link pool with you at all times. It will allow us to stay in contact regardless of location. Eorzea is changing, Sokana, and you have the power to help shape it anew. None can say what the morrow will bring, but so long as we believe in ourselves, there is naught we cannot achieve. All this talking is getting to me. Now it is time you made ready for your journey. Before you depart, be sure to speak to Tataru. She will praise you as to where and when the remembrance services are due to take place. Okie dokie. Oh man, that was long-winded. Okay. Let's make a move. Doing a lot of story stuff. Not much battling for now. This is all world building stuff. As you will see, I'm sorry about all the attention you're getting, Sokana. I might have sung your praises a little too loudly and often to a few too many people. Next time I will be sure to hold my tongue, literally if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance services are taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold the first of the three services. The Elder Seed Seer Kai Sana will deliver her address at Main Kato's Amphitheatre. I should probably mention at this point that due to the organisational challenges involved in assembling all of the involved parties, it's possible that the order of the services might change, but still there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Uldar, where the Flame General Rabban Adlin will be addressing the masses at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumoured that there will be a special guest. How exciting. But last but not least, you will make your way to the stateroom of Limsa Lumitsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Maewib Blossomfish will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentry Xanthir, and he will admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then, and I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, although with your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may change in favour of your preferred travel plans. Farewell. Basically saying that I can go to anyone at any one time, but there's a certain way they would like me to do it. So I will do it the way they suggest. But that means a fair bit of travelling, because I don't... what's the cost to go into Gridania? Quite a bit. So... ooh, okay. I can do it this way. So, if I teleport to Limsa, I can then get a ship to Gridania, and then ship from Gridania to... yeah, that'll work. That'll do. I'd have to get the ship anyway, so it works out fine. Okay, so I'm heading this way. Oh, actually, I was going to change my appearance. Let's go with... yep, we'll apply that. There we go. One moment. There we go. I was just reporting a gill seller. I do not like gill sellers, so I report them whenever I see them. We are going to the airship landing. Itchy head. Yes, I thought it would be good if I didn't look so, or at least if I looked a little smarter. Going to Gridania. Okay. Excuse me. Let's fly, let's fly, let's fly. Looks like it's going to be a nighttime one. Unless they change the time for when... no, I don't think it will. It's annoying that I'm walking around in sandals. Oh, good lord. Oh, is it, someone playing music? Or either way. One moment again. Okay. Another gill seller, so just reporting that. Cool. I also want to do this guy's quest at some point. Looking a bit green there, mate. But anyway. So, to the amphitheatre. Once I have a Grand Company picked out, I will actually be able to do a few of the side quests to unlock stuff, which I kind of need to do. Right. Let's get started then, shall we?
I lost my son to the calamity.
The 3 Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body. Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelveswood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seed Seer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elysian. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat. "5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed, each waking hour a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
And how do you propose to honor the memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity. We must think of the children!
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
For all
forest.
the elementals! If you'll permit me, Alfie no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
Okay, I'm back. Hello. Right, didn't expect it to stop voice acting so soon, but there we go. The Gridanians are unfortunate enough to have to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixal are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Gridania. No, not Gridania. Garuda. Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians. Until recently, at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the same time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love of war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixal ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylph, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelveswood was grievously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful at restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elements will put an end to their woes. Yet, how long will it take? Centuries, I'll wager. Meanwhile, the Exile will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? So, I kind of effed up that recording of what the Elder Seed Seer had to say. So, if it looks like there's a passage of time between now and then, that'll be because I had to re-record it. So yeah, I'll probably re-record that and edit it in. So you will know nothing except for my talking about it. With that, I think that'll probably do for another episode. There'll be again lots of talking in the next one, and my voice needs a rest, so I will probably do that when I next do a recording. So yes, so that'll be the end of that episode. I am Sokana, this has been Eamir, and we will see you in the next video. Ta-ra!
Tonight, your side covered with the lowest